This is a message for the lead singer of Knuckle Puck, Joe Taylor. Just wanted to say, totally my hat first. Totally rocked this one first. Sorry, man. What's up everyone, John from ARTV. It's time for a review of the debut album Copacetic by pop-punk outfit Knuckle Puck. They signed to Rise Records late last year after a couple of well-received EPs. Finally time for a full length. A lot of you guys were wanting me to talk about this one, and I was actually excited to hear it after hearing the lead single True Contrite. There's a few reasons why Knuckle Puck stand out to me versus their contemporaries, some of the other modern pop-punk bands that just seem so polished, forced, monotonous to me, and I think what it boils down to at the end of the day is just that I actually like Knuckle Puck. I actually care about what they have to say. Now their over-the-top vocabulary does sound a bit like lead singer Joe Taylor sat down with a thesaurus during the writing sessions for this record and just picked out large words that made them sound smart or else intelligent or else compelling, and that does irk me to an extent. Does that get in the way of me enjoying some of these tunes? At times, yes, but mainly only when I'm really focusing in, honing in on those lyrics. While this is a very topical album, dishing out loads of angst-ridden heartbreak and other troubles, I find myself focusing more on the tight instrumentals and the sweet melodies versus the lyrical content and the words on the paper. Now come on guys, I'm not insinuating that the lyrics are just complete throwaway or else total trash. How dare you! The band are definitely skilled with the instruments that they play, from the driving guitar of Wall to Wall and True Contrite and the bass textures of Evergreen and the truly stirring drum performance on tracks like the fun-as-hell Pretense. It's no secret that this album is fun to listen to from start to finish. Pretense really jumped out at me as it leans more towards the punk side of their influences. Taylor's yells come through like a punch to the chest and the rollicking chorus lights up this jam like fireworks. It's a killer song. I like that some of these tracks fall into similar territory, with Evergreen being another lively moment that actually seems a little bit more hopeful and wide-eyed when compared to some of its peers. Only somewhat though, as Taylor starts to beat up on himself during the chorus of this one again, commenting how fucking hopeless things seem to be without this lady in his life, someone that was clearly a beacon of light for him in his life over time. I really like that this record is able to balance these more high-spirited rock tunes with more acoustic-led introspective moments. In Your Crosshairs is definitely savage, with a man questioning, how could you do this to me, fed up with how reckless both parties involved have become. The rolling drumline and the moody bass shifts really help to shape things up on this one, with the vocals really presenting themselves as something more low-key, subdued, and fitting of this song's style. I'm not quite as partial to Ponder, but I really have come to like this self-deprecating tune. This man has found him teeth first on the curb with someone's foot like resting on top of his head, and he's basically saying, yeah, I deserve to be here. And I imagine him saying the line over and over again, everything is copacetic, just basically meaning, hey, everything is in perfect order, I deserve this is happening for a reason. I do have trouble separating some of these songs from each other though, even with this album requiring many more listens than I was initially expecting when going into it. I can't help but feel like apathy and writer's block led to the creation of certain tracks, and the music surrounding them often feels a bit underwhelming too as a result. I'm indifferent to some of these other tunes, and I almost feel like I should like moments like Swing and Stationary. It's just that I can't muster up too many feelings one way or the other. The guitar sounds nice and hits home on both of these songs, and I really do think both songs are well crafted. It's just that there's some sort of spark that's missing, something that makes these songs special that's lacking in my mind. Flip worlds, and you've got the feisty single Disdain, which actually features some of the best performances from each member of the band on the entire record. Everybody stepping up to the plate on this one. You also can't ignore the track Untitled, which does run on a bit long as it clocks in at over 7 minutes, but it still gets the job done. It's an effective and an emotive closer. If you can appreciate a band that wears their collective heart on their sleeve and does so while avoiding the majority of cliches of modern pop-punk music, you might actually really like Copacetic. They're up there with modern baseball and mixtapes in terms of current-day bands from that genre that I actually find unique and often captivating. So kudos to Knuckle Puck for making a pretty damn solid album that's often a bit overthought, but it's still at the end of the day enjoyable. I'm giving Copacetic a 3.5. So if you've heard the debut album from Knuckle Puck, Copacetic, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments section down below. Why can't my hat go on straight? I'm not exactly sure. Hit the like button while you're down there. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy this review, because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. I feel like that goes without saying at this point. You guys know that. Make sure to hit up the last video that I did. It's right there. It's floating with the annotation above it, or else the link's in the description down below, along with my Facebook, Twitter, vlog channel, everything else that you could possibly want, it's linked down below. If there's other albums I haven't gotten to yet that you'd like to see me tackle with a review, let me know about it in the comments. Other than that, I'll see you very soon, right here on ARTV.